Hey guys, welcome to the first, or I don't know, maybe it'll be first, I don't know, video for the shift drum. And today's discussion, we're going to be looking at the antique category, and we're going to be looking at lunchboxes today. Yes. Now, reason I started to collect the lunchboxes was about maybe a year before I started collecting them. I was collecting vintage signs, gas, pop, any kind of advertising signs. And every time I'd go into the antique store, they'd always have a lunchbox here. Usually any antique store you go in, they'd bound to have a lunchbox. So I saw them and I'd always notice them and I'd always like them. And I figured out lunchboxes were the same reason I was kind of almost attracted to them, were the same reason as the signs were. Their color and their advertising history. And, this one's Star Wars. I mean, it's advertising one of the greatest movies of all time. And when this came out, oh, I'm sure people had to have it. And just look at, like, the pictures on it and the artwork. It's awesome. And then the sides there, and up here, over here, and then the back really has some nice artwork to it. So I'll get into what this video is about, and it's called how to start collecting lunchboxes. First of all, you're not gonna get a big collection overnight. That's what people, that'd be nice. That would be great. But you'd have to spend thousands of dollars if you'd want to get them overnight. I've been collecting them for probably 5 years now. And, I have around 50. So that usually gives you a rough margin there. And, you gotta also know what you're looking for. For example, condition is always the key. Rust, that is a big thing. A lot of lunchboxes now have rust. And also, you need to know about the thermos. Yes, you need to know that most of the lunchboxes that you get came with the somewhat hard to find thermos. And you need to know, how to look for them. Usually, for an example, Star Wars, say if you collect lunchboxes but you're not that knowledgeable in Star Wars, you'll need to know which thermos went with which lunchbox, because they had 3 Star Wars movies in the 70s and 80s, and that means 3 lunchboxes and 3 different thermoses. So you'll need to know what ones go with which. And also, I'm going to tell you a little thing to avoid. These little things. Now, I know field guides, pricing guides are great to look at, I mean, we all love to look at it and say, oh, I have that one, or oh, I'll need to get that one. But you also have to realize most price guides are a lot of times a little overly priced of what you can actually get them for. Like, a lot of the times, they'll have them in the most perfect mint condition, but it'd be about impossible to get unless you get very, very lucky. But, any antique you buy, it's going to have a little bit some wear and tear into the condition. Like you see here on this lunchbox I had, there's some rust up here, Well, that'll knock some of the value down, and I guess we can't look at the pricing guides anymore because they're all for mint condition. Now, sometimes some certain pricing guide books, like I have a Star Wars one, it'll say, unopened, opened, it'll give you that. But usually with lunchboxes, usually price guides are about what they're mint on. And also another thing is that you might want to check eBay too, because some of the times people on eBay will just be selling lunchboxes to get rid of them. They might have found it in their attic or something, or in their parents' attic that they had as a child and they just want to get rid of. I recommend if you want to buy lunchboxes, antique stores, yeah, they're sometimes good, to get stuff on. But usually, if the person has a lot of lunch boxes to sell, chances are they're pretty priced high, and that guy knows what he's talking about. But however, if you come across a flea market, yard sale, maybe you might even find one at your grandparents' house in their attic or their basement. Then you can get them for a nice good price. Uh, so now we talked about the lunch boxes. Now the thermoses. Uh, Usually the thermos will be cheaper than the lunchbox. That's what I've found in about all of my cases. Usually, if you want to know a price for the thermos, take the price of the regular lunchbox that you can get it in, divide it in half. That's basically the thermos. And this thermos, it's in pretty good shape. There's a few. This is probably one of my better shaped ones. There's a few, little bit, some dirt and looks like dents up there, and a little bit of maybe someone dropped it or something, beat up something. But that one's actually in pretty good shape. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning into our channel. I know there's lots of stuff to watch on the internet, and the internet's just full of infinite amount of things that you can look. And thank you for watching this one. Hope you stay tuned. If you like car-related stuff, bike-related stuff, antiques, lunchboxes, you can check it out.